Good afternoon, sir. It's nice having you on this live, sir. So have you been able to see the link? I've sent it to the general group. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can. I think I can hear you now.
All right. So I've sent the link on the group.
Okay.
So
Yes. I don't know. So
should we kickstart? We are still trying to. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right, no problem. So I think okay, we have just one person here
Yeah,
for
see
the.
that.
So I'm still expecting some people to come online.
All right. So once it's like 5:10, we can start.
Okay, let me check the time.
Good evening. Thank you for joining. As you're joining, please kindly share the link with friends and family. I promise this section is going to what the time. Please kindly share the link with friends and family. Thank you so much.
Ayomide, welcome. Welcome to the group. Welcome to our live. Thank you for being always there for us. So you can kindly help us share this group, this link. It's actually on my WhatsApp so that we can have a lot of engagement coming down from there.
Good, good evening, everyone. If you can hear me, kindly drop an hi in the comment section. Thank you for joining. If you can hear me, kindly drop an hi in the comment section. Quickly, quickly.
Thanks for joining. I can see we have a lot of people joining now. Mr. Folajuwon, welcome to our live video stream.
Welcome,
I can see
welcome, welcome,
Mr.
welcome.
Yeah, welcome to our live video stream. So it's just a quick one. So it's a new fresh actually. We just started something new on our Western Breeze group, and I think you all love whatever content we are bringing on from here. And I think we are all our old subscribers, so we need you to share our live stream link so that we can have a lot of engagement from here. So I can actually send it to you personally so that I can actually send it to your friends and put it on your WhatsApp so that we can have a lot of people to actually be educated on whatever content we are going live on recently. So I think we are having much traffic now on the streaming, and I think we are still expecting more people to join. So by 5:10 exactly, we are kicking start the whole program, which my co uh, anchor, Mrs. Miss Atinuke, is going to start off so that after then, so we can know where we are on it. So we are actually talking about some sensitive stuff today, which we can actually benefit from. And henceforth, we are going to be going live constantly, and we are coming to you. And also try as much as possible to share on your status, share to your friends so that they can actually enjoy the whole thing. And the number two thing I actually want to employ us all to do is to just make sure we go through the the YouTube channel and see all our content, especially those new ones we actually posted recently. It has been actually inspiring, and we have a lot of engagement from there. We have a lot of people actually needing some things from us. Okay, fine, we actually watch your videos and it was cool. I actually learned one or two things from there. So we should try as much as possible to actually engage our friends and families so that we can actually learn from there. And actually using this opportunity to wish all our subscribers, our family and friends, don't forget to subscribe and hit the uh, notification button so that we can actually be notified anytime we're going live on this channel. So I'm actually using this opportunity to greet every one of us that we are welcome to Western Breeze TV, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. So I think Christmas is few days to now. So I think we are actually planning good things for ourselves, and I wish us all the very best for this Christmas and the year to come. That is the 2026. So thank you guys. So by 5:10 we are kicking starting, so which is a minute from now. So I want us all to actually share. We need more engagement. We just have few persons here. We have just three people joining our live, and we need more people. We need more engagement so that we can actually grow live, and so we can actually learn from whatever thing we are actually putting on today's episode. So thank you for staying with us.
Good evening, everyone. Like my co-host has said, my name is Miss Atinuke. So, right from yesterday, we started our live stream here on Western Channel, and we talked about a particular topic yesterday, which is about self-worth. And before then, I would implore us to go down to the channel. There's a content we placed out there for us to watch, and trust me, it's going to definitely educate you and inspire you so you get to understand more about what we are trying to discuss in tonight's um section. So we're going to be talking about self-worth. Yesterday it was like more of like an introduction. We just brief you guys on what exactly is self-worth. What do we understand by self-worth? We went on to bring cases that has happened, a lot of life events that have happened here in Nigeria and abroad, a lot of cases that has happened based on the fact that people do not really know their self-worth. People are concerned about how they look. Most people, or should I use the word some people, are concerned about how they look, how their skin color is, how their body type is, and so many things involved. And we also have cases whereby it has led to death cases. Yes, not knowing their self worth because of what people are going to say, what people are saying about them, maybe because they are too fat, maybe because they are too slim, maybe because they are too fair, maybe because they have some skin issues, disabilities in their body. A lot have done a lot of serious cases like suicidal cases through this topic. So we want to talk about it. What is self-worth? How do we exhibit self-worth? How do we know our self-worth? How do we practice self-worth? Because yesterday, Oyindamola, she's not here yet. Definitely subsequent times she's going to join this life. She made its particular statement that most people um join self-worth with entitlement, or because I know my self-worth, I am entitled to this particular thing. So I want to hear our opinion. This is a open discussion. Everybody's talking. If you have your opinion, please kindly drop it in the comment section. If you have anything to say, if it's your personal experience, if it's something you've heard, we would love to hear from you. So this is like an open discussion, not a closed discussion. Open discussion. Everybody's talking. We want to hear from you. We are sharing our opinion. We are sharing our insights. We're sharing everything we know about self-worth. So I'm going to give it to my co-host to talk more on it, self-worth, and subsequent time I'm going to also chip my own opinion too. So you can start.
All right, thank you very much for that brief. I think we have on body size, we have on skin color, we have on being. So we have on being thin or fat. We have on being dark or being light. So we have on different angles of life exactly, and we have on the disability area. Okay, this person is disabled, is on disability. I don't like this kind of person. We have it on everyday life also, on being bullied in school. I think we all have something like that. We have experiences of that when we are still schooling, which we have actually have a bully in school. Okay, is always taller than us. We see us shorter and every other things like that. So I actually wanted to start with the area where we have a lot of what's it called, single mothers out there too. I think that is a good example of being self worth also, because a lot of single mother out there, they think okay fine, they are okay, they are comfortable, they can actually fit in. They are independent. They are not dependent on anybody, and they have their kids to train, for instance. So I think that one too is part of those things. So before we actually dive into the whole thing, so I actually wanted to let us know that okay, we have some videos we can actually also put on, which I actually am currently working on so that we can actually watch and learn from. But during and after the whole discussion, on this live stream, I actually want us actually employ us all to try as much as possible to check all our content on this platform so that we can actually learn. We have a lot of things for you. We have a lot of stories that is very, very inspiring so that we can actually be on the same page. So each time we are actually coming on all those stories, we can actually see all our fans, all our subscribers that have actually go through that, bringing up their opinions and their comments on it, and actually people adding values to whatever thing we are doing on the live stream currently. So I'm actually going to start with the issue of the single mother thing. So it's not actually bad being a single mother, and also we need to know our self worth. So a lot of people have been in those controversial issue on different social media platform for a very long time, which have actually been and what's it called a very very uh, a very very sensitive issue online. People talking about, okay, fine, this person is actually a single mother. I can't go for single mother, blah 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 blah, because this person has already have an husband or this person have a child, so I can't go for that kind of person. But at the long run, we actually see ourselves as one, and regardless of what we are passing through, we actually don't have those self worth at the whole grid. We have it. Some people believe in themselves. Some are still try to adjust to the situation of things, and some have actually passed through all those things. I think there's a saying that life is a bed of learning, in the sense that we are always here just to make sure we learn every day, and we there is nobody is a fountain of knowledge like they used to say. So we don't know it all. We actually learn from other mistakes, and also we learn from ourselves. So on this issue of single mother or no single mother of 18, I actually wanted this to be an interactive section whereby we actually come up with our own ideas of, okay, fine, what do guys actually think about single mother from my own perspective as a man. So we always think, okay, fine, this person actually have a child out of wedlock, blah blah blah. We actually have a child when we are very very young at a very tender stage. We can't actually phantom that, but at the long run, we can see that's the talk of the day in Nigeria now, and even not only in Nigeria, whereby we are seeing women being proud of having 3 kids with different husbands, and which they are actually very very proud of. Okay, they have child support from, they have a lot of income coming into their own pocket, and they are still very much independent on doing their own thing. So I will also like my co-hosts to actually talk a little about the whole thing, and what do you actually see from woman angle. Okay, what do you actually see on this issue? Let's just start with that so we can move to the next one. And I actually employ all our subscribers and also people joining us on live to actually talk a little bit on the comment section so that we can know we are actually trying to pass a message across to people so that we can know, okay, what's your take about this? Thank you. So, Atinuke, you can pick it up from there.
Very much. So my own take about self worth is I would like to say this. A lot of stereotypes are okay. For example, now if you're too people that are too fat, the fact that people are to zero, if at all they have even like 10-30% against them, or people are talking bad against them that, oh, this person is too family for needs to do better first of all. Single mothers too. It still goes with the society. Man that has not gotten, and then he sees someone precise that he loves married to this particular, this woman is a single mother, I feel like the mother of the man would definitely antagonize that you're not going to get married to this person. It takes the grace of God before the woman would like be convinced that, oh yeah, I'm going to agree, you are going to get married to this woman. So the society needs to like do better. Not all cases are good for self mothers, and some are not their, some is not their fault and some is their fault. So we have to accept that whether this person has a child or not, it's still a human being, like she's a living being. So we have to accept that, the society will accept that this is also a living being. She's someone like you too. She has blood running through her veins. She has flesh. She has a lot of things as similar as you have. So we should stop stereotyping, because um stopping all of these things can help people that are in this condition to improve their self-worth. For example, now aside I think I read it online that there's a particular place outside of Nigeria, I think the Arabian country, whereby they do not allow their women to work. It's like a no thing for them. It's either they don't allow their women to work, or maybe when their women is literally on their period, they can't work. Like they are going to stereotype them for that day, that, oh, you are not working, which is not supposed to be. As a woman, you have your self-worth. As a man, you have your self-worth. Whether you're dark, whether you're thin, whether you're fat, we need to first attack first. As a woman, as a person, stop. I think I had a conversation with a friend yesterday, and I was talking about fat people. I want to like show the question out to people. So I want to create a scene. I want to create a scenario. So imagine you going outside, and maybe perhaps your car broke down and you have to take a public transport. And inside that public transport, maybe you met a fat person in the public transport. So I'm going to ask now, is it polite, or should we say that fat people need to pay twice the transport fee because they are fat? Because all of these things sum up to letting their self worth, because they understand people are against the fact that I'm fat. Whatever self worth they have is going to come to zero. So are you against it, or the fat person is going to pay? So I'm going to ask in the chat box. Thank you.
All right, I think that's a good one. I actually enjoyed that. So, on my own opinion, I actually love that. And also, what I'm actually trying to say is we need to support them, because I think all this happen based on background. So, doing a background check on someone like that, that kind of person will have faced one or two things. So, we don't have to condemn anybody, and we don't have to actually uh, try as much as possible to hate them. They are all human, and we are all human also. So I think that same scenario which you actually talk about on, okay, actually boarding a public transport going somewhere. I think I actually faced that recently, whereby we have I think I'm actually inside a keke napep trying to transit from a place to the other. So I actually met two big. I can't be. I'm not comfortable inside this transport manage, but I was able to adjust a little bit, and we are able to phantom it. Okay, we are going to, and okay, everybody can actually go things to do. So going back to the issue of what's it called, single mom out there, we need to commend them, and actually we need to actually appreciate them. It's not very very easy. This what we call marriage is not something we can actually come outside and talk about if you have not actually faced what you need to face. It's as if you are preaching what you have not actually been into. And we have a lot of persons out there which have actually been into one or two toxic relationship and also family matters. So we just need to support ourselves. So I think doing a background check on every other person's, we can actually come to a conclusion. Okay, fine. This is what and what this person is actually going through, and this is very basic. I can't actually phantom it. I can't actually being able to survive it because we have a lot of cases online. We have a lot of women killing their husbands. We have a lot of wife killing their husband. Also, we have a lot of husband killing their wives. Also, based on the fact that it's actually everyday argument. But uh, we all have our own story to tell, so we don't need to condemn them. We need to support them regardless. So, talking about self-esteem is still part of what we are still talking about. I want us all to go back to our topic. So, we are digress a little bit so that we can actually and so pinpoint all our things and actually make it also uh, what we see on the physical life, what we see every day. So, being brought up, a lot of mothers won't accept that, but they won't be the one to be there with you, and they know what is good for you, and you know what. Trying to check that online, we can see 40% of all those things are based on people actually getting married for the money, not for the love. And some other percentage are people, okay, this person, we have been together for a whole long time and we can't actually go on our way. So it's going to be a disgrace for the family and all. So we need to actually know what we're doing from the scratch, and also we need to actually set a goal. Okay, this is what I want. This is what I want. But life is not like that. It is through a yin and yang. So which is a Chinese what's it called? Chinese proverb which says the life is being created from what's it called? From good and bad. So we actually know that based on the fact that okay, someone is actually celebrating, is giving birth, and another person is actually crying, is losing someone that same day. So we should know okay, that is how life is. So we should actually try as much as possible to make sure we fit in and actually make sure we know our self-esteem and know our self-worth. So actually sometimes in life you actually have to think about yourself. What do I want? What do I want to do? What is my value? What do I need to add up to anything and anywhere? So I think that is that on that. So, Mr. Tinuke, I just want you all to also try as much as possible to talk about being bullied and any other experience you have to talk about so that we can actually move on that same words and self-esteem.
All right, thank you, sir. So while you were talking, I literally remembered a tweet that I saw online. Is it a tweet or a video? It'll be two. So okay, so let me paint the picture. I think maybe some of us have seen it. I'm not sure, but let me share it with us. So we are still talking about self worth. So this particular lady met a guy in a restaurant. So the guy was like, "Okay, you're a fine man. Please let me have your number, at least so that we can talk from there." So this particular woman said, "Because you did not pay for my food, I'm not going to give you my number." And everybody under the comment sections, they were like giving their opinions, like different opinions. Some were saying, yes, she's right. She knows her self worth. Like, how would you just come and ask for number? Obviously, you have to pay her food for her food now before you collect number. The other person said, some people said, oh no, that's rubbish. It's entitlement. Why would you say somebody should pay your food because the person wants to get your number? So people are bringing in self worth and entitlement to it. So in that kind of case, should we say this particular woman, because she knows she's a fine woman, so she's not giving out her number because the man didn't pay for her food? So should we say that one is self worth or entitlement? Please, you
I can
can drop
clearly
your
see.
opinion.
I can.
You can drop your
I
opinion in the comment section.
I can actually say that that is a kind of entitlement because I think I've actually been into all this online, especially on Twitter. We have a lot of comments. Subscribers, so people on this
Exactly. Please kindly drop your
channel
opinion. Do you
live
think that
streams
is a self-worth
comment.
mentality or it's entitlement? Because under the comment section, everybody were just literally saying their opinion. Oh, some were saying self-worth because she's very beautiful. Obviously, you can't see a fine girl like that and you not pay for her food. And other people are saying, oh no, this is entitlement. Why would you say somebody that you've not met this person before? Why would this person literally pay for your food? So please kindly drop your opinion. We are listening because it's not all both of us here. We are listening to people's opinion. This is an open discussion, and I want us to also drop in our suggestion in the chat box.
Thank you for that one. So I'm actually trying to send people the link so that they can be part of the live, so they can also join our live. So is there any way you can share that so that people can actually come on the live?
Oh, you mean as invited guest?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
So in order not to waste time and not to waste our resources, so I need to keep moving and keep know what you can also bring a value to the community to wherever you are. Because a lot of people are actually being unexpectant, especially for ladies on there. Because I think the last tweet I saw online on Twitter was a guy actually met a lady where the guy was actually purchasing a vehicle, and other lady was also trying to purchase the vehicle. The guy actually got his number, fine, but at the long run, the lady was sending a voice note to him. Okay, fine. You can't actually pay for my car, and you pay for yours, and you left. You expect me to talk to you. So that one is actually another on another level, whereby we actually think about that in Africa, based on the fact that okay, we actually sit on entitlement, whereby husband and wife are like, okay, fine, you have to provide the whole thing for me. You actually said you actually needed a family, and you are the one that is going to be there for us, which is not like that in every other part of the world, which women actually support their husband, which actually wife also supports their wife. So I think that's not a discussion for today. I think we are going to fix that for another day, which we are going to have a lot of people and another all our subscribers can discuss this. We can actually know people's opinion. So we are actually trying our best to bring it on live, to try as much as possible to try to share some videos which people can watch and learn from there. Well, I think my co-host is actually working on that, and also I think we need to see people's comments so that we can see if we are on same page. Actually, I'm still not being okay with the number of viewers we have now, but I think I can actually we can actually work on that on our second episode as at tomorrow, which I'm going to actually send out a broadcast message to people so that you can actually come out in mass. We can actually talk on this. We can actually have a good conversation on that. We can actually have people's opinion so that we can actually learn from people out there. So I think that is it for now. Miss Atinuke, is there any other thing we actually need to talk about? I think we actually need to talk about the school life, being bully, and what we can do.
Yes, under this self worth, please I will implore us to go back to watching a particular content. This same channel, you see it self worth under this channel. It's a story that is, behind talking about self worth. Please, at the end of this life, so you'll be able to understand better, please go back and watch. And from my hand, I do not have much to say about self worth. The only thing I would just keep on saying is first, the society needs to do better first, because whatever happens is from the society. We need to reorientate our minds. We need to know how to address people, no matter the size, no matter the color, no matter the everything generally. We should know how to address people. And secondly, as a person, you need to understand yourself. Like, you need to understand yourself. Know that you are beautiful. For some of us that we're always caring about our skin type, our skin color. Oh, I'm too fat. I can't work here. I can't do this kind of job. I can't say this kind of things. We are already stereotyping ourselves without even people stereotyping us because of the kind of how we look like. So first of all, we need to like reorientate our minds. We need to understand that we are beautiful. We are okay. There's nothing wrong with us, like that, and we'll see that we begin to see our self-worth and not mistake our self-worth with entitlement. Oh, because you are smart now, you want to extort people. Because bring it down to school. I remember when I was still in school, had scenarios whereby this particular person is very smart. So because this person is very smart, it begins to extort people through assignments, through tests. You see different diverse use of this particular person extorting people. So because that you know your self-worth, you are smart, you are intelligent, doesn't mean you should be entitled with people. You should not be you should not have this entitlement mentality. So we should know the difference between entitlement, we should know the difference between self-worth. So I think that's what I have to say to every one of us here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for that quick one you dropped. Actually, I actually love that conversation, but I'm actually not being impressed with people joining this live. I actually need them to comment and let us know what they think about our discussion. So I think we just need to make sure we engage a lot of people to come online so that we can have a good discussion and a very, very deep discussion tomorrow. But regardless, we are still not going off. So I think we still need to maintain this life to at least an hour so that we can have a lot of things because I actually believe we are having a lot of people popping in now so that they can actually give us their own comments and support. I think by tomorrow morning we should have actually come to a conclusion on how we can bring us some videos up and so we can actually discuss on that. So back to the self worth and our self esteem. So I think we actually need to work on that because being fat or being slim, fine. Being a single parent or not a single parent, being a bully or not a bully, being uh, uh, discriminating on colors. Okay, this person is black. Being discriminating on what do we call on culture, on tradition. Okay, this person is an Igbo person. I can't marry this kind of person. This person is a Yoruba person. They said people from here is always like this. Being marrying a Muslim, getting married to a Muslim. I actually needed a Christian. I think all those things have actually made a setback for us all in Africa as a whole. I need to talk about that because we actually put our things on culture and heritage, fine, which is actually good. But regardless, we are still one, and we need to actually make sure we appreciate others to bring more people into our own community. Okay, so I think on the whole issue of being bullied, I think we actually have a lot of things to say. Regardless, being in school, you have someone bigger than you telling you can't do anything at the long run. All these self worth, and you don't. no being actually being on your ground to actually stand for that, being bullied, that actually affects our whole mental health, which is very, 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 very important for us. Because if you are not mentally okay and if you are mentally stressed, that can actually cause a lot of disorder to us all, which we actually need to come to a conclusion. Okay, fine, I'm being wonderfully made regardless of the size, regardless of the color, regardless of the stature, regardless of the disability we have. We actually need to believe we are one, and we can actually find love where we don't even plan to find it. So we actually need to be one, which is not like that on our everyday conversation. So some persons will tell you, okay, fine, I'm not being comfortable. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm actually seeing a big friend of mine from the uni days, Mr. Tayo Bamitale. For I thank you for coming on this live. I think you've actually heard one or two things. And what do you think about self worth? And I actually appreciate that you actually view my status and you're able to come online and you're actually here with us. So I actually needed to know your own opinion about our discussion on the comment section. But tomorrow I'm going to try as much as possible to make sure we provide a lot of space for people to actually join the live so that we can have a lot of conversation on that. So waiting for your comments and your own opinion about self-worth and what we can do to better life and to make sure everything goes as planned. So I actually wanted to digress a little bit on our channel. So we need a lot of attraction now, which we actually need your help. Keep posting our status. So all those short videos, I'm going to make it readily available for people so that we can actually watch it online, build a good community so that we can always come as one, discuss things, trash it, learn from each other's mistakes so that we can actually make a better environment. So I think lead, I think I actually have a little to pinch on that. When I was in school, I think we always have a bully in class. This person is bigger than us. The guy is actually being, as in, his size is, let me say, is times three of us, but we are still same age range. But he's actually there terrorizing the whole class. Okay, you can't do this, you can't do that until I give you the go. But at the long run, we actually do it as a revolutionary thing. Okay, we need to go and speak to the principal. This is what and what this person has been doing to us. So he was called to the conference room then. We discussed the length, and since then, he actually changed. We are still good friends till now, and I think we are still good friends till now. So actually, during PTA meetings, his name is being mentioned based on the fact that okay, we go home to tell our parents this is what and what we face in school today, and at the long run, during the parents and teacher, I don't know if it's still the same thing. So it was bring to the conference room. Okay, don't need to actually try to bully yourself. You don't need to manipulate them. You just need to be as one. You still have the same rights this other person have. So going back to the cases of the skin color also, we have a lot of persons. Okay, I like fair ladies, I like someone very attractive. Some will tell you I don't like someone very attractive because I can't control that kind of persons. I can't actually tell you, okay, my wife is somewhere. I can't tell you my girlfriend is somewhere and is somewhere. So a lot of people have their own what's it called, differences. We actually have our own differences, we have our own type. So actually you have some other guys will tell you I like slim ladies. You have some guys will tell you I like big things. So you understand what I mean by big things. So we actually have our own preference. Should come around to judge you, right? Actually, I actually like engaging in conversation, but I'm going to say it all. Okay, fine. To judge anyone, but you need to hear from that person's experience too for you to learn. The fact that you don't like someone being fair doesn't mean someone else don't like that. So we just have our own individual differences. We have our own thing, and also I think we have actually talked about that. And I think we have actually go a lot bigger on that on African platform. In Africa, actually now believe okay, we are still one based on the fact that we can marry from Somalia, we can marry from Tanzania. Now, whereby most of our celebrities are getting actually know what it is like in their own country is an avenue for us to actually connect with some other persons and actually in our own best for now, but we are actually working gradually on that. So by tomorrow, we will have figured out a lot of things we can do so that we can have a lot of things to play with and actually have a lot of experiences. So, Mr. Atinuke, so if you take up from there, I think where I am now is actually not getting this. I don't know if
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Uh, I think while you were addressing us, somebody dropped Olushino Peter Adigun dropped his side of view, his opinion. He said, "I think we all have to be proud of who we are, regardless of how we look," and that's the 100% truth. Regardless of who we are, what we are, how we look like, body type, size, color, we should be proud of it, no matter what. And I think, thank you so much for that opinion. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So yes, I want to specifically thank everyone that gave in their time to join this fight. God bless you. And we are still going to be here again tomorrow. And I'm promising that we'll get the link as soon as possible before the live starts. So at least we'll be able to plan our day and know the exact time we are going to be live. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for giving your time. Thank you for listening. Thank you for also dropping your opinion. We appreciate everyone. God bless you. And let's have a wonderful night. I don't know if my co-hosts have any other thing to say. Please, after this live session, kindly go to the channel.
go to the
Kindly go to the channel.
thank you very much, Mr. Atinuke. I really understand the fact that we are actually managing things. So we should at least have been on this live stream for at least not less than 2 hours today. So we think we can actually make it better tomorrow and actually make sure we put everything in place. I think some other persons have been actually texting me. They actually wanted to join the live video, but which we can't actually do now. And we have actually been trying that and we are test running that. So by tomorrow, by the grace of God, so that we can have a lot of persons here, so that we can have a lot of things. So actually, one of us on the live stream for coming on and actually putting your things on hold to join the live and learn from here. So I actually appreciate everybody on this live today. So I think tomorrow will be better than this. So on tomorrow's episode, we are coming up with another big discussion, and actually we need to continue this because I actually am not I'm not actually happy with the low number of persons joining us on the live. I need us to come in mass so that we can actually discuss this, we can have it to length, and we can actually learn from each other so that we can know what is good and what is not good. So I think what Sumba Peter Egun said is actually a good one. Thank you very much, sir, for being on our platform today. It's really great, uh, a great opportunity to have you on board, and also your opinion is 100% okay for us. And Dania recipe. So I actually need a lot of persons on this live to join on our TikTok channel. So I'm actually going to post all those things tomorrow, send it to us so that we can actually motivate ourselves. And each of our old subscribers can actually, at some point in time, bring what we have, what we do. We can actually patronize ourselves. So we really appreciate you for coming on our live today. We really appreciate that for leaving your jobs and every other person's here and actually face this discussion. So what we actually talk on a recap is we actually talk about self-esteem today, which is actually your self-worth, what you want, and we should actually have that as at the back of our mind that we are wonderfully created, we are one, and you are whosoever you are, an impact in this life, regardless of the situation you are facing, regardless. So you can't ask anyone at the moment that okay, are you happy with your life? We are going to tell you we are okay, we are okay. But everybody have one or two things we are actually passing through, which we can't even put outside for people to talk about. But I understand that fact, and I would love us all to actually make sure that self worth, that self esteem, we actually take it very, very, very serious because it actually matters on our mental health. Because if you are being mentally stressed, it can actually affect you mentally. Things are not going to be going right. But if we have to have our own stand, okay, fine, I am who I am this, I am that. I actually come to this world to have a value. I actually have my own quota to do. I'm actually a wealthy person. I'm actually an elder person in each of our own everyday life. So we actually have to identify ourselves before we actually identify others. I think that has been a whole lot of cases which whereby we have people actually committing suicide on daily basis in our country. Okay, I am not okay. Some people are not supporting me, and my family are not supporting me. My friends are not supporting me. The friends also they are facing their own thing. Family also they are facing their own thing. So we actually have to come to a conclusion, regardless of what actually happens to you in life. You have to actually identify yourself first. Okay, this is what I have. This is a problem. So it's when you know the problem, that is when the solution can comes in. So okay, fine. With what we have actually discussed about, okay, I think I'm a single mom. I think people see me as a bad person. They can't get married to me. No, that's a lie. We have a lot of single mother out there doing very, very, very well, doing very, very well than people that are married, and we have some other kind of married persons that are actually doing very, very well, and whereby some other single mothers are like, okay, why are they home like this? So we actually have to be on a positive side. We actually have to think positively, regardless. We actually know our what. We actually need to be positive in everything we are doing. Okay, fine. We know things are not going well, but regardless, make sure you actually talked about yourself good, because I think there's a Yoruba saying that says, I don't know if every other person is a Yoruba here, that tó bá ṣe para ẹ, tó bá ṣe pera ẹ ni wọ́n ṣe máa pè ẹ́. This is what you call yourself, people will call you. If you call you yourself a poor person, people will call you a poor person. If you tell them you are a rich person, people will tell you you're a rich person. If you tell them you are very, very okay and you're okay, they will tell every other person, yeah, this person is okay. So it is what you want, you should say to yourself, and we need to make sure we do positive things, we say positive things to ourselves, regardless. And in the month of December, which is a festive period, we just actually need to make sure we share love regardless. We share love with our families, we share love with our friends, even with our enemies, if it's possible. Make sure you share love so that you can make sure, okay, the new year 2026 is going to be a greater year for us, and make sure we actually make sure we make an impact regardless. So that consistency, make sure you are consistent in whatever things you're doing. If it's not happening today, it's going to happen tomorrow. Because the Rome we call today is not built in a day. It's actually something they have been building, and Rome has actually become a very special place whereby we travel to on vacation, and also they actually try to visit. So going back to my point is we actually need to work on ourselves. We need to make sure we work on that self-esteem and our self-worth, so we can actually phantom all those difficulties, so that we can actually win, we can be on the winning side. So, Mr. Tinuke, I actually need you to come on to actually talk to our people also, so that we can be on the same page.
All right. For some of us, thank you, sir. So for some of us that are just joining in, we've been discussing about self-worth. We've said a lot of points. We've said a lot of things. We've asked questions. We've give out our opinions. So which one of it is as a person, we make up the society. So as a person, we should not see other persons, maybe people that are fat or people that they are disabled, and then we start looking down on them. We shouldn't do that. Okay, because you are okay, you are fit, you're fine. Other people that are not in the same position with you, or they are not in that same particular position with you, they are not somebody. So we shouldn't start to like look down on people. Like my co-host said, this is Christmas season, and the reason most people share love during Christmas season, we should extend love to other people, no matter the size, no matter the color, no matter who they are. We should learn to love them. We should not stereotype them. Even if you are entering a bus with a fat person, try to, I know it's not always convenient. I know um it's always convenient, like I said. I know it's always convenient. We should try to adapt, to try to adopt it. I know, because most times people end up stereotyping this person, saying bad things about them, and these things causes low self-esteem. Imagine you sitting with a fat person, and the next thing you are saying, "Why are you too fat? You are choking me." Um, the fat person you address automatically would, we are different people. We are different people. We don't know how the way I take things is different from the way my co-host is taking things. The way I take things is different from the way you take things. Some of us, we are not emotionally stable. We should not go and say some certain things and hurt some people's feelings. And through that, you just hear that this person killed himself or herself because of what you said. So please and please, let's watch out for the words we say to people. All these things gather causes low self-esteem. So we should watch what we say to people. We should be mindful of the speech, the words we say to people. Learn to love them regardless their position. We see some people enter some workplace because they have broken arms or broken feet or foot. Automatically they are not qualified for the job because they are disabled, because they can't see, they can't do all sort of things like normal complete human being can do. Automatically they are not fit for this job. No, we should try to also see the good side of people every time, no matter regardless the size, the type of person. Thank you so much. My opinion. If you have your opinion, kindly drop it in the comment section. We don't mind. We this is an open discussion. We want to hear from you. If you have a piece of mind to share with us, please kindly drop it in the comment section. We want to hear from you. Say it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Atinuke. I really enjoyed our discussion today. Although I actually have a lot of persons now just sending me text messages that they are just leaving work, and they are actually interested in coming online with us to discuss about whatever thing we are discussing on the live. Although I've actually referred them back to my WhatsApp status, which I know very soon they are going to be joining us now. But regardless, so I just want us all to make sure we maintain our steez this December or this Christmas, and also make sure we are good. We are actually in a very good state of mind, and back to our self-esteem. You need to actually work on that. That is the first thing you need to work on. If you know your self-worth, so you know where you belong to, you know you need to value persons, you need to value friendship, you need to value family and friends also, so that we can actually make it up and make it bigger. So I think we channel to actually being parts. So, regardless, I'm still going to go back to our topic for today, which is self worth, which is also known as self esteem. We need to know our worth, we need to know our self esteem so it won't actually affect our own mental life, regardless of what color you are, what size you are, what tribe, what religion. We actually need to see ourselves as one. We just need to try as much as possible to help others, because we have some other persons that have been actually mentally stressed, which what they needed is just a piece of an advice from you. What they needed is a piece of support from you, which the support is not actually there, which the advice is not actually there, which actually have sent them to early grave, which they have been thinking on suicide, have been thinking on a lot of things. So we just actually need to make sure we impart, we make an impact in no matter environment we find ourselves. We actually need to make sure we are being positive always, regardless. Things happen, but we need to make sure we actually make sure we make things running. We need to believe in ourselves first. Before you can believe in someone, you actually need to believe in yourself. If you are not believing in yourself, you are believing in someone. That person might actually let you down, but not actually intentional, but we see it as another thing entirely. So that is actually part of the self worth. You are being uh, you're actually depending, and you're actually being what's it called? You are actually not bringing your self worth anymore. You are actually having a sense of entitlement, which this person is supposed to give me money now. This person is supposed to do this for me. This family is supposed to be supporting me, and we have a lot of success story online we read every day. I think I need to use my very friend Ashake as a whole for an example today, because I actually read a lot of things online recently based on the fact that okay, we actually finish in the same departments, we actually study in the same environment, as bad as it is then, but now he's a very, very crucial person to Africa now. He represented Africa everywhere within a blink of 2, 3 years. So we just need to make sure we support ourselves. We just need to make sure we are we have a good sense of order, and also we are going to make sure okay, that's this person's time. Let's appreciate people making it. Don't think it as something bad for yourself, so that you can go to harm yourself. Because Ashake has been a very good friend to me, but at the long run I was thinking okay, this is a very good friend of mine, can't even reach back to us all. We are in a class of 105. So imagine a class of 105, and you're expecting someone out of the 105 to check on you all. So that is very, very difficult. And actually, I know sometimes things happens like that. uh, we actually think about a lot of things. Okay, this my friend is not coming back for me. This my friend I actually supported is not doing this, is not doing that. We should actually put that away for now. We should actually focus on ourselves. Is when we focus on your own self, that is when every other things can come in. That is when people can know, okay, you are working and you're struggling and you are trying to make sure you put things in place. So we should not condemn people, we should not condemn friends and family, regardless of what we're going through. We also have our own things to say, so also have our own things to do. Because as Yoruba says, they said, "Ọmọ tó bá ṣípá nìyá ẹ̀ ń gbé." It's whoever actually open ends in my own what's it called? In my own raw English, it's whosoever. Okay, let me say the kids that open ends is who the mother will actually hug. So if you are not ready to actually put out to people, tell them what you're going through, people are not ready to help you because they believe struggle to involve people in what you're facing. People, that is actually a wrong thing for us to friend at some point in actually sending his suicide note on Facebook, which everybody was very, very disturbed. Okay, what happened to this lady going through family issue? She's going through what's it called? NYC issue at that time. I was like, okay, you are still very young, regardless. But why are you trying to do this? But that stress is too much for her. Trying to write up suicide notes on Facebook that if anything happens to her, that no one is being responsible for that. She did that, but at the long run, we thank God a lot of people were able to actually look for her where she is. They are able to help. They are able to put a lot of things in place. So I think she extra, and she think okay, she's not having a relationship. She's not having a lot of grown help, and lo and behold, now she's actually out of the country, making it big. And now she can even look back at now to actually come online to preach to people that, okay, at some point in time in her life, she have actually tried some kind of stupid things, but at the long run, to see people's thing, comments, people that said, regardless, to actually come. So, so I think that is what I actually need to add on this. People I'm expecting are actually there, but I think I'm okay.
No, sir, you said it all.
Hello.
Yes, yes, yes.
All
Can you hear
right.
me?
So I think tomorrow is going to be better. Really work on a lot of things tomorrow, so that we can try as much. Okay, I can hear you. That's okay. because I see we're having more. Hear you now.
Oh, yes, yes. Sorry. I don't have anything to say, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
I appreciate actually trying to process it. If you can have a lot of people coming online, if you can actually be like 150 so that we can have an interactive section tomorrow. So thank you all for being able to have a tomorrow we are going to actually send out an toad. So thank you.